Hi everybody, hope you're all doing well. So this week I'd like to go back to something a little bit more current. Again, going back to COVID-19. So of course, here in Colombia, the quarantine ended a few weeks ago, and the restrictions are easing and things are opening up again and things like that. So the same happened in Europe a few months ago, and now if you've seen on the news, there are new outbreaks and the numbers are increasing again. So it's quite concerning. So let's have a little look at what's happening. So as you can see, the cases are on the rise overall in September. So each of the countries had their peaks at different times. So it's around about April and May. And for the last few months in June, July, August, it's been relatively steady with the cases going down. However, recently, as the chart shows, the cases are increasing at an alarming rate. So how does this happen? So I'm going to focus on Scotland and the United Kingdom because my family and friends have told me how the situation has been going there. So in July, once they had reached the peak and the numbers were decreasing, in Scotland and well the UK as a whole, in July they started to open restaurants and bars, and then in August in Scotland, the school kids returned. Originally it was going to be like a limited capacity. Some kids go one day, the other group goes another day. However, by August time, they decided just to go back as normal. And also around about that time, they reopened gyms as well. So is this the blame? Is this to blame for the new cases? Many people seem to think so. And in order so that people would go out and eat in restaurants again, the UK government introduced this scheme called Eat Out to Help Out. So what that was is that you could go to restaurants and you would get 50% off your bill. So of course this encouraged people to go out, and now they're saying that could have been a cause in the rise in cases again. So as a result of these rising cases, the UK have decided to tighten restrictions again. So some part of the country have already gone back into a strict lockdown. Some parts in Scotland, in my city, for example, you're not allowed to visit other households indoors. And if you're meeting outside, no more than 6 people. And they're changing the restrictions every day, so it's more and more likely that they will be going into a full national lockdown. So how are the Europeans reacting to these latest restrictions? Well, in the summer, things seem to be pretty much back to normal in European countries and in the UK as well. We saw tourists travelling about Europe again. So people were used to a normal life and be able to go out and socialise. Now, since these restrictions are coming in the UK and in Spain, France, Italy, Germany, and all over Europe, some people are not so happy with these new restrictions. And as you can see, there's been protests against the lockdown and protests against mask wearing. So I don't know how it's going to go. I don't know if people will listen so much these times. I hope so. What about you? What do you think? Do you think the same here is going to happen in Latin America, in Colombia, if we relax the rules so quickly and people maybe forget that there's a virus? What do you think? What do you think about the reactions of the governments and how everyone's doing?